Okay, so I'm doing a recording over the top of this Dead Cells run because, well, reasons of OBS not really capturing my Dead Cells runs very well. Literally, I've done 5 videos and I've owned every mini-boss on the way. So I owned the first mini-boss first go, defeating Northern Lion. I owned the second mini-boss, unlocking the Mummy Rod, so the Tickle My Nickel and the Mummy Rods, both beaten first go, and then the Concierge, or the nameless one. Spoilers, I have seen Northern Lion play, so, you know, there is that to bear in mind. I do have some sort of insights on how to play the game, but considering that, you know, still without all the unlocks and everything, I've been doing pretty well, so it was a shame that I've had to pretty much essentially delete all of the footage. I'm going to put up the first video because even though the frame rate is also garbage, it's still, you know, proof of at least defeating the first enemy, and I can't put up 5 videos of that, so we're going to lose all of that. That being said, this is a daily run whilst I was recalibrating OBS. It's now going to output in Flash rather than MP4, so I can now no longer preview the videos, so that is going to be a thing. But hopefully it will allow recording to be smooth, because the recording not really going smooth is pretty terrible. So this is a daily challenge that I did for today's daily, and literally the second attempt. The first attempt I did, I got to the end, didn't quite defeat the boss, but had a much better initial score as well. But this time I'm rushing it down to try and get to the Concierge and defeat him for the thing. Then I see that fireball, so I did know the way after having played once, so that's how I go directly to the boss. I didn't get all the powers and the upgrades that you would have got. And again, you know, I'm not recording or talking whilst recording during this because I was literally just testing the frame rate, and I thought, I don't think it's going to work first go, but it did remarkably record quite smoothly first go, so that's why I'm now recording an overlay audio to put over the top so that there's at least something, and then this will come out as a Dead Cells 0 episode, so that there is literally something to go up. An apology before the first video, so the first video will have garbage frame rate. Now, I have got as far as the clock tower again in 5 videos, so I didn't quite defeat that person first go, he minced my ass, but I have got some pretty good stuff which I managed to collect on some of those runs, and I did make some pretty good clips. It's just a shame that you're never going to get to hear or see them, because I just can't put out that garbage videos. It's too much garbage to put out there. The frame rate is literally tanking shit, as you'll see in the first video, and I do apologise for that in advance. But just so that, you know, going forward, this will hopefully, even then, there's some ravioli in the frames, and hopefully OBS will solve that, because I don't know why it's ravioliing and having these issues. It's the new PC, it runs a lot smoother playing, but recording, you know, we're still getting there on the balances on how to get it out. Maybe I just might stop using OBS, but, you know, OBS is a thing used by everyone and everything, so I don't know why it's not really recording as well for me as it does for other people. So maybe there's some sort of settings that I need to figure out. But as it stands, here's my battle with the Concierge. Again, 1 minute 31. I had to try and rush it down, so, you know, I wasn't necessarily focusing on healing. I was focusing on taking him down, and this is literally the 4th time taking on this guy, obviously 2 times in the dailies, and 2 times I'm beating him in the main runs, so, you know, not quite beating him the other time because I ran out of time the other day. Even though I did get up to him, I managed to get up to 400 points on that one, but this time, you know, I was going down for timing, and I didn't realise I'd do him so quickly this time. It misses. So, you know, I didn't take the grenade the first time around on the daily as well. I went for the tornado because I'd never had the tornado before, and I thought, well, I want to give this a try and see what it's like and see what it does. But turns out fire is very strong against him, and we unlocked the Swift Sword for finishing the daily challenge. So yeah, Dead Cells on the way. A few other videos that aren't necessarily good, and then the smug grin there, because yeah, of course I beat him when I'm not recording is what I'm thinking. It's like, oh dear god, you know, had to beat him whilst not talking. Anyway, thanks for watching. Join us again some more. Goodbye.